Hi class, I thought I would make a video to compare the C string and the string class so that you remember what's the difference when you use them and not confuse them. But maybe first of all I should mention that both of them are good tools. Not that one is better than the other, but there are times that string class will be better if you do a lot of manipulation. C string is very simple, that's why we use it to get the file name to process your input or output file. So it depends on the situation. The cost of using string class is that you have to include a whole new library. There are a lot of implementation of functions that you might not need. Depends on the situation. You know there's always pros and cons. There's always costs that come with convenience. It comes with certain cost for your program. Let's look at the declaration first. In C string, you need to specify how many characters you need to reserve for the file name, and also have to remember this 20 characters, one of them is a null character, so only 19 characters is reserved for your file name. In string class, you don't have to worry about the length because it will manage it for you, but you need to remember to include the string library. In C string, you don't have to because it's, like I said, it's a data type that's already in the standard library. Declare and initialize. In C string, you can just use an equal sign, the same for string class. In string class, there's an other way to initialize. It's good to learn because eventually when you do classes, you would see this more and more often. It copy and initialize after it's being declared. In C string, you would have to then include the C string class because you need to use the string copy to do the copying, to assign a new value to a C string. As you can see, you can use like a double quote to have your like the new file name to be in the C string variable, but you can also have maybe another C string and you copy one to the other, but you have to be careful about the size of this has been declared to have enough length to hold what you want to copy. And of course you can use a strncpy to manage it, but you still need to know your the size of the C string that you have declared. In string class, very simple. You just use the equal sign, just like integer, to assign a new value. C and CL is exactly the same though, so I'm not going to go over it. Getline, we didn't really talk about it, but you can see that in C string to do getline, you because the functionality is already in the cin, and so you just do a dot. I guess we have to talk about classes for you to understand this, but the syntax is actually different. In C string, you do cin dot getline and then the variable to get the line and then how many characters you are expecting. In string class, you don't have to worry, right? Append or concatenate. In C string, you can do string cat. You again need to make sure the target string is long enough. String class, you can use plus equal, or you can say target string equal target string plus extra string, something like that. Comparison. C string, if the two strings are the same, it will return false because it needs to handle the case when one is larger than or smaller than but in string class it's more straightforward. You can use the comparison symbol. Converting to numbers, we didn't also talked about it, but I think it's, sometimes it will be useful. We can convert this two characters to 0. It's a C string, and then it can become an integer. We use the function called ATOI. In string class, there's a corresponding function called STOI, and so you can do it for long, double, or float. I thought I would just do a demo to change the program that we've demoed in the C string to use a string class so that you can see kind of the difference. So this is the program that we use C string. So now I'm just going to change it to use the string class. Here I can get rid of all this. If I use the string and then I use the string again, then I don't have to know how long it is. I will let this stay. So the see and get is exactly the same, so I think I'm just going to, like getting the word is also the same. This is what is different though. So we would use the function called length, and then I think this is exactly the same also. Here it also makes a difference that when we cat, now we can say sentence plus equals to word, and then we can even have the space afterwards so that we don't have to have this line then. And then when we capitalize, we will change this to string also, and we have to change this definition, and then so here it will be the length. We'll call the length function to upper. We can still access this the same. Here is also we can change to the length. I think that's it actually. So let's see how that will go. So remember, this is the program that will change anything with an I to capitalize those words, right? So if we check, interesting. So this is not working right now, so it seemed like there is something that was not done properly. Word, I'd, length, capitalized word. You know why? Because we forgot. Now it's a string. I'm glad that we demoed this, because now for string, this to pass it by reference is different from when it's a characters array. Because in the array, if you remember, when you pass it, it's always by reference by default. But in this string class, we have to put the ampersand so that it's passed by reference, and that is why. So let's save it. And so now it's working. Whichever words that has an I in it, it will capitalize the word. So that's it for this video. Next we are going to talk about vectors.